Is Season 7 of The Clone Wars an apology from Disney? I share my thoughts on this, but first I want to say I'm Mike and welcome you back to Force Within TV, where we love the speculation and anticipation that leads up to Star Wars releases. But let's get back to that question. Did Disney bring back The Clone Wars as an apology for The Last Jedi? This internet question was first brought to my attention by Star Wars Comics, a hard-working YouTube creator that asked his over 100,000 subscribers what questions they had about the amazing announcement that The Clone Wars would be returning for Season 7. And one of the top questions by his audience was, do you think Disney brought back The Clone Wars to make up for the letdown of The Last Jedi? And as I was watching the video, I realized I had some very solid evidence against this. And I suppose I could start by saying that most people actually enjoyed The Last Jedi. But the truth is, there's still a lot of hardcore fans that didn't enjoy The Last Jedi, and that's okay. People are entitled to their opinion, and it's pretty clear to see that there's some challenging things that happen in The Last Jedi that some people just don't like. Despite this, I'm very sure that Disney sees The Last Jedi as a successful billion-dollar grossing movie. But none of this is the actual evidence I mentioned earlier, so let's get to it. You see, in the spring of 2017, there was a popular Reddit post about how the next animation show after Star Wars Rebels would actually be a show that centered around Ahsoka Tano. And here's where the rumor gets interesting. The show that Dave Filoni was proposing to Disney would not only center around Ahsoka, but was supposed to tie up the unfinished series, The Clone Wars. So this rumor certainly sounds a lot like what was just announced with the return of the Clone Wars series. But there's more. The rumor suggested that it would only be a short series. Just like we've been told, The Clone Wars Season 7 is only going to be 12 episodes. The rumor suggested also that the mini-season may actually air after Star Wars Rebels ended, as a holdover until the next Star Wars animation series could start. Of course, we know that Star Wars Resistance is starting this fall, and the Clone Wars won't be out until 2019 with the launch of the Disney service, so that part of the rumor was wrong, but it makes sense that the Redditor could have been just speculating in that part. So it would seem that Dave Filoni proposed to bring back the Clone Wars well over a year ago, long before the backlash of The Last Jedi or the poor performance of Solo at the box office. And this totally makes sense. It would take Dave Filoni at least that long to set all this in motion. In fact, Filoni mentioned at the San Diego Comic-Con that he usually stays off the internet and social media because he works so far in advance, that what fans are experiencing in the present is something that he worked on in the far past. But all that said, I believe it's true that this announcement has been able to reunite Star Wars fans. It was a big surprise, and it's now something that everyone is looking forward to. In fact, The Clone Wars was the most tweeted about television show at San Diego Comic-Con. And since a lot of fans aren't looking forward to Rian Johnson's trilogy, or are even a little leery of what Episode 9 might be, The Clone Wars Season 7 seems to be something we can all agree on. One thing that we're all looking forward to. And even if you're looking forward to everything like I am, it feels good to know that the fandom has this one thing that unites us now. Well, thanks for listening to my ramblings today. Remember to make the Star Wars community a better place. Share your speculation and theories, and support those who do the same. And you can start by answering the question of the day. Do you think the Star Wars fandom is in a better place because of the Clone Wars announcement? I hope all of you in the Northern Hemisphere are enjoying summer, and may the Force be with you.